So picture this, fresh out of university, I was eager to jump into the corporate finance world. I landed a job at Goldman Sachs, one of the most prestigious investment banks out there. The allure of Wall Street and the fast-paced environment had me excited. Surrounded by some of the top deal makers in the country, I was eager to dive into my future in corporate finance. But guess what? Sometimes things don't turn out the way you expect. Working at a Wall Street investment bank was an eye-opening experience. As an analyst, I was responsible for managing the onboarding process for new clients, ensuring compliance with regulations, and facilitating smooth transitions. We worked tirelessly to deliver results, but we also knew how to have fun and celebrate our accomplishments together. It was challenging, no doubt about it. A lasting memory from my short stint at Goldman was when our team went out for dinner at a fine dining restaurant called Mimi's in Coogee on a Tuesday night. We were farewelling a colleague who was relocating to a different GS office and my ex-manager who had moved on to a competitor. I remember walking into the restaurant and an usher offered to hang my jacket and take my briefcase to their cloakroom. We had a private dining area with an uninterrupted view of the beach. Before I could even look at the menu, the MD had already ordered a round of espresso martinis for the table, and our waitress for the night had enticed us with the caviar menu. A generous dollop of caviar and a twist of lemon flushed down with a vodka shot, and we were 2 drinks in within a matter of minutes. Shortly after, the menu arrived at the table, and to my surprise, that little scoop of caviar with the vodka shot cost $88 per person. I soon realized that this was the beginning of the most extravagant night out ever, with an endless stream of oysters, wagyu, grilled meats, cheese platters, and bottles of some of the globe's finest wines. The night carried on at Baxter's and into the very early hours of Wednesday morning, and I remember hopping into a cab at 4 a.m. heading home thinking, wow, this was such an insane night. I napped for 2 hours and was back online for another full day of work with a lingering hangover. That experience epitomized Goldman's work hard, play hard culture. And this lifestyle is incredibly attractive for some, and the building blocks that paved the way for a lucrative career in private equity or venture capital. The funny thing was that I didn't actually quit Goldman because I was working too hard, or anything like that. It was actually 3 specific things that I didn't expect before starting at Goldman. You see, the career progression in my team wasn't as attractive as the front office bankers. You would toil for 60 hours a week, and at times even more, but be excluded from profit-sharing bonuses that incentivized the front office bankers. To me, it was a no-brainer to find a revenue-generating role that recognized and rewarded me based on my impact to the organization, such as tech sales. The work wasn't particularly invigorating, and I genuinely struggled to remain engaged during the short time I was there. While I had great conversations with the ECM team, it seemed highly unlikely that an internal transfer to the front office would be on the cards. Hence, when Microsoft reached out, it was as if the stars aligned for this industry move. But more on this later. Finally, towards the end of my university degree, I developed an affinity for emerging tech such as cloud computing, Web3, and AI. My internship at Salesforce only accentuated that further. I found myself spending a lot of my free time reading articles or listening to podcasts detailing the latest tech developments. It brought me great joy outside of work to engage with such content. It got me thinking deeply about how I wanted to spend my 20s and where I wanted to build my career. It didn't take me very long to realize that the corporate finance route wasn't the right fit for me. I could foresee the long hours, constant deadlines, and weekend work very quickly leading to burnout, given that I wasn't particularly passionate about the role. That being said, the decision to leave Goldman wasn't one that I took lightly. But hey, if you're still watching our video, a light tap of that like and subscribe button would help out the channel immensely. So if you could take a quick moment and help us out, that'd be awesome. Let me tell you about a story about how the opportunity to join Microsoft came knocking on my door. I was at a friend's house having some pizza and playing poker. I left the room to pick up an unexpected phone call from a foreign number. Turned out it was the Microsoft recruiter replying to the PDM role that I'd applied for a couple of months prior. We had a great chat about the team and the role, and although it seemed like an amazing opportunity, I felt incredibly uneasy about leaving an employer so soon after commencing my grad role. In one of life's greatest mysteries, I actually politely rejected the interview offer, citing the main reason that I just started at Goldman and wasn't looking for an immediate move. My friends were shocked that I turned down the interviewing opportunity given my fondness for the tech industry. I immediately regretted that decision after a candid conversation with my friends and rang back the recruiter 5 minutes later asking if it was still possible to interview for the role. Surprisingly, she said yes and scheduled me to meet with the hiring manager 2 days later, and the rest is history. Fast forward to now, as a partner development manager at Microsoft, I get the chance to work with cutting-edge cloud and AI technology, collaborate with talented individuals, and be part of a vibrant and innovative company. As a graduate, I'm engaging at the leadership level with local and global partners to define, build, and execute an integrated partner strategy. I am also the sales leader that orchestrates and drives effective go-to-market strategy and co-selling activity. I am also responsible for working with my partners to define new solutions to address key industry gaps and opportunities, support them as they develop these new solutions, and help to successfully drive partner revenue by helping to turn ideas into solutions into compelling partner business opportunities. In my first year as a PDM, I developed effective communication skills and the ability to present complex ideas and concepts to a wide range and size of audiences, from sales and marketing managers through to the C-suite. There are very few opportunities to find a high-impact role straight out of university, but the PDM role is one where I'm constantly pushed outside of my comfort zone to develop and grow as an early career professional. In more common career paths such as investment banking and management consulting, aspects relating to business development are activities that are reserved for senior partners or managing directors. In contrast, my experience as a graduate PDM at Microsoft has been quite the opposite. Working at Microsoft also has its perks. From flexible work hours to a supportive company culture, I feel empowered to bring my ideas to the table. Plus, the opportunity to make an impact on a global scale is truly exhilarating. It's a different world compared to the corporate finance landscape, and I'm grateful for the switch I made. If you're a student or professional looking for your next job opportunity, I would strongly encourage revisiting your career goals and referencing that as a guiding light. Consider whether the role and organization presents unique opportunities for growth, and finally, the opportunity cost of staying put. Moving to Microsoft wasn't a straightforward decision, but having the experience now under my belt, I'm so glad I made the shift into tech sales. So whether you're considering a career in investment banking, tech, or elsewhere, remember that it's important to find the right fit for you. Don't be afraid to take educated risks and make changes if you don't feel like it's aligning with your long-term goals and passions. Now, I want to address a common question that I receive. How can I land a role at prestigious companies like Goldman Sachs or Microsoft? Well, it all starts with your resume. If you're interested in learning more, I'd highly recommend checking out our resume video, where I share valuable tips and insights to help you stand out from the crowd and secure your dream job. That's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this glimpse into my career journey and gained some useful insights. Make sure you like and subscribe so that YouTube can serve you more of our videos, as we'll be dropping heaps of value on how you can land your dream role and build a rewarding career. Thanks for sticking around, and I'll see you in the next one.